This is game number 10, first matchup against the Bulldogs. They are basically the Rage travel team, on the infield at least, and then the outfield, they got rec players. So it's a good challenge for our offense to go try to get some hits and get them past this infield defense. Here we go, top of the first.
I want to be pitching lessons. I'm going to call Rachel. We're waiting for this. Basically, all that. Oh, inside. Good pick, kid.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I sent pictures.
Oh, inside.
Mom got it with him.
3-1.
Your mama is dealing with all the she was so good at it. Saying,
Oh, baby, baby. Mom. Gotta wear that one. Just let it hit you. Yeah, hit it at Mackenzie. Look at her, she's ready. Mackenzie's out there in front. She's like, y'all back there, don't suck. All right, Isabel.
don't hit everything.
Don't suck. She don't like inside pitches. You better hit them. They're the ones you can tee off on. That little slow thing. Oh, got her. You about to strike out. You better not let Chloe strike you out. Let's go. Later. There you go, Chloe. What? Yeah, they're fun. We just haven't played them all year. We play them 2 games back to back. There you go.
All right, that will be the middle of the first inning. We get a walk, a ground out, a strikeout looking, and another ground out. We do not score. We leave a runner stranded at second, going to the bottom of the first.
Maybe he couldn't tell it was over there. Did she say why?
Because we had to come out here. Well, she got caught up in a meeting. Another thing.
Well, did she tell you?
She didn't tell us nothing. All right, Brooke. You better get some redemption right here. Because I listen to other people. I told her to close it, strike you out.
Hey, are you behind me?
Scared me. You seen that, didn't you? Wasn't paying attention.
Worry about protecting my legs. Worry about what?
They should got shoes on. I caught 4 haydos on and the whole toe for black. Black. Nails, toes.
What?
How'd it go today? Did you suck? That's what I'm talking about. As long as you didn't suck, you're good. What's up, bro? You want everybody to leave the ball?
Gunner, shut up.
Hey.
Mom's taking care of her. Mom, give her to me. Yeah.
Y'all gonna argue? We can take turns going in the ball. Woo! Yeah. Come on, bro, hit it. Let's go, Mikey. Hit it hard, girl. You got this. Oh, yeah, like you was going to go after that one. Don't do that. Come on, you got it. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Hey, if you're going to swing hard. You're going to throw the ball when you ain't looking. There you go. Come on. Now hit it. Oh, ooh, you scared me. Come on, one strike. Come on. You got it, girl.
You got this, kids.
Balls one strike. Oh, come on. Hey, that's ball three. Come on. Come on, you got it. Come on, watch it all the way to you.
You got this, Kinsey.
Hey, good job. She was laughing out there the whole time. They were trying to do it.
Get it! Home free! Way to go, AJ! Same reason you do. I'm along for the ride. Same reason you are.
drop back once you see the set.
Well, that lady over there moved because I brought the wheelchair and I moved her stuff. I guess I'll go over there. I guess you will. Bye. Whose is this? We might have to switch, babe.
Well,
Because I can't see nothing.
come over here. I'll move.
Here.
Mama, where's our phone?
Oh, where's that? She says,
All right, that is the end of the first inning. Bulldogs score 2 runs. Let's see how they did it here. They lead off with a single. We get a strikeout. We get a line out to first base, a walk, and then we end with a strikeout looking. But the 2 of the 3 runners they got on base came and scored. They left one stranded at first. So after 1, we are trailing 0-2.
oh, shoot. That's somebody's. Can't kill somebody's bed. No. Oh.
Y'all all sound just alike. Now, Mike, if you go do this for me. There was somebody there. I looked over at him.
That ball is crushed all the way over the fence, but foul. That would be the wrong fence.
Balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. Let's go, Ashton. Hit it hard. She's trying to get me in trouble. She's trying to get me in trouble. Yeah, I think which side you rooting for? That's pretty good. Well, as long as you're on the right, you can't go wrong. Right. Balls, 2 strikes. All right, anything close.
Come on, Chloe, you got this.
Come on, Chloe. Ball pass.
All right, once again, the Pirates send up 4 batters, leave 1 stranded, and we do not score any runs. We open with a strikeout swinging, a ground out to the pitcher. We get walks. She reaches all the way to second, and at the end there, despite fouling off like 4 or 5 pitches, number 28 ends with a strikeout. At least swinging, but that was ball 4 she swung at. I hate that part. But I do like that she was attacking the ball. So, good effort there, but we do not score. Again, like I pointed out at the beginning of the game, though, this is against a travel team defense. All them girls in the infield of this team all either do play or have played travel ball. They're all very good. So we're getting a lot of hits off of them. They're just fielding the ball, getting us out. So this is a good practice, good experience for this team. Moving on now, we're going to the bottom of the second. All right, so there's another chance point out here while we got some downtime here. You notice some players in blue shirts out there playing for us. So, as with all games we've been playing up to this point, we are short several players. Today is the last games of the season. This is a doubleheader, and we have middle school tryouts the exact same time as our first game. So we had 4 players not coming. 2 were at tryouts. 1 is obviously hurt from a previous game, and then we got 1 who is in like a band or something like that, and so she was at a concert. So she's actually going to miss the first game and a half. So we pulled 2 players, 1 to play at third for the hurt player, and we got the girl who's in the band shortstops out. So we got a shortstop and third baseman from the Rebels. They come and played with us, and you can see the difference when we have a game with a third baseman. We have not had a third baseman in most of our games this season. We're pulling outfielders to play third every game. That's the hardest position to play on the field. And the only people we have who can play it is our pitcher and our catcher. And they're busy being pitchers and catchers. They can't play third. So we've been having to play outfielders there. So this time we got some Rebels out there. They're playing for us, and it really helps. We get a lot of good defense in this game. Here we go, bottom of the second. All right, now this ball is popped up. First baseman has to run around the base runner to get back to it. She can't get there in time. Second baseman's coming. They both get there, then they look at each other and both observe how nicely the ball lands in the dirt there. So they both got there, but neither one of them made the catch. Is the ultimate problem there. And since they're both right behind me right now, hey, first and second base, how'd that play go? Yeah, they're both here. All right, knew better. So, yeah, the second baseman has spent the night at my house. The first baseman obviously is my kid. I think it's the first time we ever had a play like that happen, and I had both of them here where I could talk to them when I met in the game afterwards. So that's pretty cool. That's a new one. All right, that was a caller strike there. I'm going to get called back up.
Okay, Allie, hit it.
Bring him in, Allie. Bring him around, Allie.
Hold on. 1 second. Run hard,
run.
Run hard.
All right, that's all around some good defense there from the infield. Shortstop throws it to first. First turns, throws it to home real quick. Home drops a tag. Wasn't a runner there. She then gets up and throws it to third. Almost gets the runner going back to third. So all around, that was good defense right there.
But hey, that's why I told you. Actually, what position she said.
All right, with some good defense there, the Pirates face five batters, and we get 2 runners on base, strikeout, then 2 outs on defense. They do not score a run there. We hold them to no runs scored, and we are still trailing 0-2. We are very much still in this ball game thanks to some good defense here. They opened up with a single, then a strikeout, a ground out, and a ground out. So, yeah, that will end the inning on outs. We're in this game. We're in this game all because of infield defense. This shows you, God, if we just had a full team this season, what we were able to do when we had a full team was great. But when we got to where we could put a full team on the field, we just couldn't beat them because we didn't have enough infielders. So, yeah, obviously last 2 games of the season here for regular season. So big thanks to all the outfitters who stepped up to play infield for us. But they were playing, not in positions their skill set is good at. And they did the best they could. And we thank them for getting up there and trying and getting better. And hopefully it makes them better outfielders for doing it. But at the end of the day, we don't have a third baseman the rest of the season. The only 2 we got who can play third right now are playing pitcher and catcher. And like I said before, they're not going to be playing third. So just adding a third baseman here helped this team tremendously. And their shortstop's pretty good. She doesn't play the position exactly like we teach on our team, but, we can't reteach her how to play shortstop for us in 1 game. She's going to play the way she plays for her team. So just a couple times I noticed that with the way she covers runners. That is not the way we do it. But maybe they do it different on their team. Either way, we are going to the top of the 3rd. The 2 pool players from Rebels are going to bat first. Try to put some runs on the board here. We need to score.
slower that they come in, the slower they come in,
Got time!
ours didn't, Lindsay didn't, that's like a big place too. 10, 11 months old. Okay. What are we got the bubble from the drums at the bottom, but nothing's coming up.
Slide in here behind you. Slide y'all real quick.
Alright, total good for that. I don't remember.
Turn off.
I remember I did. I should walk across, but I don't remember.
It's a good one. Okay, you're good.
Working?
It'll only be battery about that. I'm charging right now.
She's got it.
Three balls, no strike. Take your time now. Got time! Got a runner out, leave it where the ball's in the hand. No pitch. That's a no pitch.
All right, you cannot lead off the base if the ball is out of the pitcher's hand. The runner jumped, actually on both times she was on base, so she got caught for the second one. That is not a pitch because he called time before it happened. So the runner is out at first for jumping off base too early. I mean, that's a lack of awareness of a rule, and we covered it in practice. We actually specifically covered it with her. But I don't know why she didn't know the rule there. I guess just got over her head a little bit. But either way, that's an out. Hopefully she goes back, watch this one, and sees it and learns from it and doesn't make that mistake again.
Three balls, one strike. Hands up! Hands up! Hey, Mom, everybody says hands up.
I know, you almost got it.
Let's do this. 3-2. Pump it up. Away play, girls.
All right, so we open up with a ground out, then we get a walk, another walk, so we get two runners on base. Our second out comes from another base running mistake. Just not knowing the rules of how you can run. God, this is why we go over this stuff over and over again in practice, and it didn't stick this season. Then after that one, out number 3 comes from a ground out. So again, I'm gonna say, I mean, we're hitting the ball, we're getting on base. This has been one of our best games we've played. We are holding them at a 0-2 score right now, but we just cannot get runners in. This team's infield defense is awesome. I'm loving this, and this has been a really good game. This was a great game for us. We're getting to hit the ball. We're getting to play some defense. This is great. I'm loving this game. Everybody's getting a lot of good work here. So pretty good up to this point. So yeah, did I cover what everybody did? We left a runner stranded on third. I don't know if I said that or not. Anyways, that's it. We're going to the bottom of the third. Pirates are trailing 0-2.
She made the infield home run last game. No, it has to be over the fence. Kenzie, we make a home run over the fence, you get $100. Another dollar. Oh, dog. Oh, of course, a dog. She said a dog? Maybe. Hold the dog.
Really?
I only have one in that report, and I'm always like, she goes negative. My problem is they're not open when I go to work, and they're not close to me. Okay, well, that's all right. Bring it down some.
All right, that ball is hit number 28 there playing center field. Now, she doesn't hustle to it and catch the fly ball, but I'm going to be honest with you. In every season up to this one, that ball would have rolled right past her. She wouldn't have got that ball, and she has improved so much this season. She has not had a single ball get by her that I can remember out there in center field. She's playing really good. She feels the ball on the hop, holds that to a single. Very good defense there for number 28.
She doesn't want to walk. She's probably worn out. Good eye, Mackenzie.
So Rebel shortstop's going to do the same thing ours does. She almost gets beat, gets back, gets the ball, gets the runner out at first. The play going to home. I mean, she was about a step ahead of that one, but that's really good defense there. We turned that one, went for that double play quick. Everybody was in position. Everybody was ready. Good job on the defense. We got it out at first, but unfortunately our run scored.
All right, Taylor.
Be ready, honey.
Yes, Isabella.
Hey, y'all.
Second baseman gets in position, but the ball pops out of her glove. That would be an E4, which means we have a runner on first on error. We were hollering for her to use two hands, one behind the glove to help close it, secure that ball, won't pop flies like that. But something we can work on later on, more practice.
Ask Gunner where she's at. I don't know. She walked off the paper. What ball, two strike?
Straighten it up. You got it.
All right, so Pirates' future games here, that should have been out number 3. We should have either had the fly ball or we should have had the drop third strike for an out. This is the 4th out we should have had this inning. They just scored their 4th run. They shouldn't have ever gotten there. So we clean this stuff up, we can do even better.
you don't.
I don't know how to play it. Stop playing.
So we brought a catcher's mitt to the game for the catcher to use. It would help her get some of these pass balls that are getting by her or popping out of her glove. It happens a lot. So it's too weird of a change to throw in right in the beginning of the game. She didn't like the way it felt. So we'll have to save that one for another time. But we got to get her to start using the catcher's mitt. That would help a lot of these balls not pop out of her glove. And that would limit a lot of stolen bases that we're giving up. So, but the next day, in the meantime, it's hard to learn how to use a new piece of equipment 5 minutes before a game starts. So we need to work on that on practice, really.
Make her pitch to you now. Where's the run? Where's the run?
All right, so good for defense here. Second baseman's going to hustle. She's going to miss it. Right fielder's going to get there and pick it up off the ground, throw the ball in. But unfortunately, the runner's going to score.
There you go. Where the hustle? Good job.
Get it back. Now is baby down now?
All right, Allie, bring it in now.
Come on, Allie. It'll go when you got this, Allie.
All right, so that would end 3 innings. They got one honest right off the bat with a leadoff hit. That was a single, but we had the option to limit them from scoring any more runs after that. Instead, we'd allowed 4 runs to be scored that inning. We had leadoff hit, a ground out, an E4 that would have been out number 2. I actually have written on my scorebook as out number 2. Line through that. Then we had, I don't want to say an E2, but a drop third strike to reach first. It's not an error. She just lost awareness of what was going on there. One of those things where I said, a catcher's mitt would be helpful there because she wouldn't have as many balls pop out of her glove. And then we had a next batter, grounds out to first. That would have been out number 3, 1 run scored. Instead, the inning continues. Another batter hits, scores the previous runner who got on by error. Another batter hits, scores the next runner who got on off drop third strikes. Then some point in there, the last runner scores. I don't remember how she scored. But either way, the last 3 runners should have never scored. We could have played better defense, and that would have not happened there. We played good defense the first 2, but we had a couple mistakes pop up right there. But at the end of the day, we still get them out on defense to end that inning. A ground out from third base to first. We had a ground out earlier than that. I think it was pitcher to first. Then we had a ground out from shortstop to first. So a lot of ground outs in this game. We had the opportunities for flyouts and drop third strikes, though. We didn't get them. So we can improve on that, but at the end of the day, we still did pretty good. Like I say, guys, this is the best team we've probably played, at least infield-wise. This is the best team we've played. And we're holding our own with them. I'm happy and proud of how the team's playing. Just, you see what happens when you make a mistake right there. You allow 3 runs to score. So little things we can clean up and get better. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap this one up and move on to the top of the 4th. And one more note here. The wild pitch, looks like it moved the camera a little bit. Another wild pitch, reset it so you can see the scoreboard again. I don't know how this is going to go, but I did not move the camera between games. So it's going to be the same way for the next game also. Here we go, top of 4th.
Give her a check.
Now it's moved on me. I thought it had that whole move.
Are you stuck? Gonna go with me.
All right, so for our inning here, we open up with a fly out. Second batter gets walked. We get a ground out to first and a ground out to second to end the top of the 4th inning. We score 0 runs, leave a runner stranded at third. You know, this is a good time to point out, watching the other team, this is what happens when you do the little things right. This is a lot of girls with a lot of experience who know how to play their positions. They're not making mistakes. And we are hitting the ball every single at-bat just about. And we're just not getting any runs scored because the other team is doing the little things. This goes back to what I'm pointing out about errors. If we don't make these errors, at this point in the game, we're holding them to 3 runs. Instead, we're trailing 0-6. Now, obviously, we're not getting on base because we're just not getting in. But they're doing the little things. We're sometimes doing the little things, but we're not always doing them. We need more playing time. We need more experience. And unfortunately, this season, we're not even getting a full season. I mean, they shorted us a game. And then they had a team cancel on us, so we're going to get less games than everybody else gets, and we probably, God, we need playing time. I mean, everybody had the same problems in practice. I mean, it rained for everybody, So I think the Bulldogs said they never got a practice in. So, but then like I say, they got half their team playing travel ball. So, I mean, they play a lot of games. They just didn't practice as a team here at the rec department. But, that is what it is. I don't know how much time I'm burning here. The catcher had to go back and get her chest protector. That's why she came up to catch and then walked off. You can't see it because the little fence piece got in the way. But she got out there and realized she didn't have all of her gear on. Had to run back in the dugout, get dressed for gear, finish putting it on. So, yeah, that's what the delay is going to be about, if it either has happened or if it's about to happen. So let's get on back to the bottom of the fourth. This is going to be the last inning of this game.
Oh my God!
You called it. I was like, where's her chest plate?
Thank you.
Let me get some more. All right, bro. What? Hey, I saw them. They're still looking. Bro,
Get it to her.
you wanted to swing?
I want to swing it.
Get a home run, girl.
Take it.
Come on.
All right, to both of the outfielders there, the big problem is that they both ran their gloves up in the air. Ladies, put the gloves down, run to the ball, then put the glove out. That's how you do that. Number two, when the ball gets out of your glove is on the ground, just pick it up with your bare hand. Ball wasn't rolling. There's no sense of wasting time of going glove to hand. Just pick it up bare hand, throw it in. I hope all that background noise isn't coming in my voice over here.
Good job, AJ.
Remember what I told you. Girl, you don't know what I have. You're right. Do you want $100? You better hit a home run off the pitch. Okay, I didn't mean to say that kind of home run. I didn't mean to say that home run.
You got caught the elbow last time.
She's gonna be dramatic.
Isabella, running laps.
You hit my girl.
Get him. Go get him.
All right, so if you hear the chatter there, the girl she just hit, our pitcher there, the girl she hit, the girl's dad is the pitcher's coach on the travel team. So they're out there talking to each other, having a good time. And actually, the girl she hit's a former black pirate, too. There's so much yelling going on behind me. Distracting. All right, anyway, let's get on with the game.
Go. There you go. Good job.
Roll to home.
Go to home.
Way to
All right, I'm zooming in on this one because their first base coach says our first baseman did not have her foot on the bag. She had her heel up against the bag. And that's why, I mean, I guess from his perspective, it looked like she was off. He's going to call that. They're going to say she was out. But we don't have the proper first base bag here. We have baseball first base bag, not a softball. So that's something, honestly, the rec department needs to fix that. That's why she doesn't have her foot on the bag. Because I've told her she can't put her foot in the middle of the bag here or she's going to get stepped on. So she's trying to keep it at the edge of the bag. So that's what's going on there. And they're going to rule the batter out at first because you can see, zoomed in there, she was out.
That one says safe. That one says out.
What are they converted?
One says safe, one says out. That one. That one.
Who are they talking about?
Who did that to you?
Hey, what's the score? Which one said 8?
You did not pay for it. Don't lie. Here.
What is she doing? You better slide.
Hey! You better learn how to slide. I don't care.
Here's real.
You better run. Slide.
Grab that bat with you.
Baby.
You better start listening to your coach.
And he didn't go nowhere somewhere, so he just I said, boy, you better do all that. Don't worry about it.
Get out. Yeah, high.
All right. Yeah. At least one person.
That goes back to the previous comment there. Ball popped out of her glove because she is using an infielder's glove to play catcher. That's with a catcher's mitt there. It's got the padding in there to hold the ball in place. That ball wouldn't have popped out so easily, and we'd have had that out. So, yeah, either way, run scored. Good attempt, though. I like the attempted pickoff.
I've never seen it.
All right, here you can see the throw is high. Pulls her foot up, but she gets the foot back down. That runner should have been called out. But because of the last play when they contested it, the umpire is going to say that she was not touching base. Clearly on the replay there, she was out.
That condo, big
Really?
You don't want that. You don't want that. What did you do? Leave you with
Look.
Don't hit her too.
So while that is technically an E4, first baseman should have had that ball. Shouldn't have came out of her glove. But she stopped it, didn't get by her. But that would have been out. Again, defensive errors. We got to make better throws, make better catches there.
Way to watch. Way to watch.
Sometimes I get and then I realize the rest of the time.
Batter, when that happens, back up.
I just want the muscle memory.
You got it, girl. You got it.
I catch myself and I get like
There you go. Going right there, Isabel. One strike. All right, what it looks like. You ready?
All right, we're going to get double mercy rule here. That's not only 5 runs for this inning, but we're also 10 runs after 3 or 4. I think it's 10 after 4, 10 after 3, something like that. Anyways, we're more than 10. It's 11-0. So either way, that's ball game on a mercy rule. This is a doubleheader, though, so we're going to take a 16-minute break and then come back and do the next game. I am going to stop this and do the stats for this game. So to begin, how about the former Black Pirate out there pitching? She just pitched a no-hitter shutout. We lost 0-11. She had a lot of defensive help there, but she put the ball in play and defense did the work behind her. That is the mindset of what we were doing. We were pitching number 27. It just did not work out that way because our defense didn't play as good as theirs did. It's pretty much how it went. So let's go do the stats now. All right, so now that I've closed the game and Game Changer and I've written my little game recap, let's do the stats. We fell, first of all, let's go back and point out, this is the first game of a doubleheader. We fell 0-11 to a travel team infield. The Bulldogs, which we played, it's our first time playing them season, and their defense was excellent. And we played good, but we'd made mistakes. It was very helpful, number one, to have an actual third baseman in the game. We haven't had a third baseman actually play in third, but maybe 2 or 3 games this season. And by the way, I think we won all but one of those games, and we won them convincingly. I think one of those games we lost, but we lost a very close game. Almost every other week, we haven't had a third baseman. They've either been pitching or catching, or as with the last few games, we got one hurt. So we never seem to have a game where we have 3 people on our team trained to play third. Well, really 2. Our catcher can somewhat play third, but we use her more at catcher. But both of our pitchers can play third base, and we only had a couple times this season we were actually able to put them there. We never had both of them there at the same games, it seemed like. So, it's nice to be able to have one there, and God, it showed a difference. Our defense was much improved in this game. And also, by the way, we brought a shortstop who played shortstop very good. Although I'm going to point out, we do have a shortstop. We have 2 shortstops on this team that both play shortstop pretty good. Obviously, our main shortstop, number 7, and then 27 is kind of our backup shortstop. They both play the position good, too. But number 7, who we borrowed, also played the position well. That was just not an area where we just had an opening, but it wasn't like a lot of room to improve there. We have a pretty good shortstop already, so not to give any. I'm not trying to throw no shade her way. She played good too. Just we already have a good shortstop. We don't really have a good third baseman. We're always short in that position. Like I said before, we almost always have a left fielder playing third, which is not ideal. Anyways, on offense, we got 0 runs on 0 hits with 16 plate appearances. Yeah, that's right, guys. That was a no-hitter strikeout. We had 5 walks. Strikeout. That was a no-hitter shutout. We had 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. So we hit the ball into play 8 times with 7 groundouts, 1 flyout. like I said, they just beat us. All there was to it. They outplayed us on defense, and I'm just happy we played competitive against them. We just couldn't get a run scored. We did make a base running mistake, which really hurt us because I think we were about to score a run. We took a runner not only out of scoring position, but then we had our best hitter coming up the bat, and we left the runner stranded on third. That we easily could have put 2 runs on the board right there. Easily, if she don't make that base running error. She's still on second, runner still on third, next hitter easily had the chance to hit it in, and then we'll say we're at the power of our lineup there. That's back in the... I'll flip and see what inning that was. What inning was that? That was in the 3rd inning. We were coming up the power of our lineup, coming up the bat there in the 3rd inning, and we got that out there. And then that was not ideal. That really hurt us offensively there. So little small errors, you cannot make small errors against a good team. And this is probably the best team we've played all season, and they capitalize on every mistake we made. Pitching, our pitcher pitched the whole game. She faced 29 batters. 11 runs were scored, but only 7 of them earned. She gave up 10 hits, 5 walks, 1 hit by pitch with 5 strikeouts. She threw 82 pitches, 48% strikes. And she's going to pitch the whole next game, too. Now on defense. I'm going to preface with saying that none of these plays changed the outcome of the game. They changed the score, and there were areas we could improve. I think we could have easily held them to 4 less runs scored, and we should have had probably at least 2 more. Again, though, that's still a losing game. So, number 1, we had 2 plays in right field, both of which were very difficult catches. Neither were caught. One was a right center fielder and a right fielder going for a ball, and one was, I think, the second baseman and the right fielder going for a ball. Even though neither one was caught, I want to point out in both instances there, we had 2 fielders at the ball, which is a big improvement. We worked on it in practice a lot. However, there's still more work to be done. Better hustling, and we could have got those balls out from the outfield. Second baseman actually on one of those hustled really good. She just, you're running over your head trying to catch a ball. That's hard to do. For the outfielders, they're running with their gloves out, which massively slows you down when you're running. So we got to work on a little more fundamentals with them. They got work to improve on there. But again, I'm going to point out, they have improved a lot. So, and one of them, again, I point out number 28, who's one of the biggest improvements we've had from a player this season. She has really come up a lot from where she started playing. Another play, we had a play at first with the first baseman had her heel in the bag. Runner gets called out. And then zoomed in. They contest it, but I zoomed in on video. It looked like she got it, but that's a bad positioning to trying to play first base that way. She's doing it because there's not a double bag there like there's supposed to be, but you leave the call open to interpretation. But she had her heel backed up to the bag, so I think that affected the next call, because the next call there was a wide throw. It's like 2 batters later maybe. There's a wide throw from third. First gets pulled off the bag to make the catch, but then she puts her foot back down real fast and before the runner reaches. And she was out, but the runner was called safe. It's clear as bell. I zoomed in on that one. I played it in slow motion. First baseman got her foot back down. I think the first call affected the second call. And I think he realized he gave a very close controversial call. Controversial. Oh, my God, I can't say it. Anyways, he gave that call to us, and he gave the next one to them. That's basically the way I feel that happened. And I think, if anything, he should have gave the first call to them and the second one to us, because the second one was actually clear. The first one was the only one that was really close. But next time we had a pop-up play, which may have been before that, where the first baseman had to go around the runner coming off first base, and she couldn't get to the ball quick enough. And then second base couldn't get back to the ball either, so the ball dropped between them. We should have had that out. I'm not really sure what to do to practice on that one there. I mean, I guess the first baseman just got to run into the base runner. I don't know. That's a tough situation, because you can get that called against you. It's either an obstruction or an interference call. If the first baseman's going for the ball, the runner's supposed to yield. But I get the first baseman's mindset there. She did not want to run into the runner and leave it open for interpretation, so she ran around the runner. Probably the smart thing to do, but we still got to get that ball better. Then we had another time where a ball pops out of the glove of the second baseman. We had a bad throw from the second baseman to the first baseman that allowed a runner to reach. I gave that on both of them. Second baseman's got to make that throw better, and the first baseman's got to catch the ball. You're at first, and not every throw's going to be perfect. You got to catch them. We had a couple close plays at home where the ball was popping out of our catcher's glove. And then I don't want to be a dead horse there. She's in the wrong kind of glove. We tried to get her to change gloves for this game. I think I pointed out earlier. I get from her perspective, it's hard to learn a new glove she came from middle school tryouts, so she literally drove straight from tryouts. We held the game up 10 minutes, waiting on her to get there because we already knew that was going to happen. We already called the rec department, told them they were okay with it because they rescheduled this game from Thursday to the same day as tryouts for the middle school. So we knew she was going to run late. They were cool with it. They held the game up, so we knew we could get her and another player there. But when they get there, we're like, hey, we got a new glove. She puts on like it feels weird. I completely get that. It's hard. You can't change a glove you're not used to getting ready to start a game. You need to work on that in practice, but we got to get her using a better glove. She is not using proper equipment, and it's affecting her, I think, with some of those balls popping out of her glove and a lot of those pass balls, which are giving up free bases. I think we could limit a lot of that with a better catcher's mitt. I say better. I mean, the one we had there was a cheap one. It was, I think guys said they paid $40 for it. But for rec ball, you're fine. If she moves up in travel ball, she needs to buy a good, proper catcher's mitt. But you get by with that $40 mitt playing rec ball all day long because you're not going to wear that ball. You're not going to wear it out because you're only playing a couple games a week. One more. Drop third strike that reached. Catcher just lost awareness of the situation. I think she didn't realize what happened, and she goes up to field the ball. So usually I'm hollering to her and reminding her how many strikes there is. I didn't that time, and that's the one time she forgot. So, like I say, we still lose this game. These are just areas we can improve on. Game balls went to collectively for both games, I'm going to point out. Number 20, our pitcher, and number 18, our borrowed third baseman, got the game balls. The pitcher pitched both games completely, and they both made great defensive plays. They both get hits in the second game. In fact, we only get 3 hits in the second game. Both them two and number 27 are all going to get a hit, and they're the only 3 hits we get for both games. So anyways, that's enough for this one. Let's close this one out, and we'll get ready to start editing the second game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, because I'm telling her to throw it to me. Because, well, the 2 that she actually threw home and they were already there, so I just tell her to throw it to me, and I feel like I have to. Because she does this thing. She goes,